Hey, thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe at the end of the video. Today we're going to talk about kind of a confusing topic, gear lubricants for your manual transmission, specifically the AX-15 manual transmission. Now there's a lot of discussion out there about the proper type of gear lubricant to use in your AX-15 manual transmission. It's confusing because one source will tell you one thing and another one will say something else. So I have actually done hours and hours of research on this project to make a quick little video here to hopefully make it a little bit easier for you. The last thing you want to do is select the wrong gear lubricant and actually damage your transmission. Now the sources I used were WranglerForum.com, FourWheelDriveMechanics.com, JeepForum.com, RSGear.com, NovacAdapt.com, BobIsTheOilGuy.com, and RedlineOil.com. Now many mechanics are discovering that the brass synchronizers in the manual transmission are being eroded, and they're attributing that to this GL5 lubricant. And there's even talk out there of manufacturers changing the recommendation from a GL5 to the GL4 or GL3. If you go on any of the forums, any of the Jeep forums, mechanic forums, it's plastered all over the place about not using the GL5 for how hard it is on the brass synchronizers. And of course you want to do what's best for your transmission. You want to take good care of it. So let's talk about some of the other choices. A lot of the forums will recommend using just a 1030 weight oil. This is where, if I were you, I would go to redline.com. They do a very good explanation about different lubricants and oils. I personally wouldn't use a 1030 weight oil because it'll break down pretty quick. If you do want to use a 1030 weight oil, I would at least use a synthetic oil because it'll withstand the pressures a little bit better. So as I've mentioned, you don't want to use a GL5 lubricant. GL5s are very hard on yellow metals, and your brass synchronizers are a yellow metal. My thought is, if you're only changing the transmission fluid, your manual transmission fluid, every 2 years, it costs a little bit more to get a good quality lubricant. So for my personal choice, I'm going with Redline's MT90. This is a GL4 75/90 weight gear lubricant. So what did I pay? Like $60 for 4 quarts? I think every 2 years or 30,000 miles, I can spend $60 for good protection on my manual transmission. In very cold climates, you might find the MT90, you get a little bit of hard shifting. So the MTL will perform better in those very cold climates. So I highly recommend going to redline.com. They have a lot of really good technical information. I thought about going over some of this with you, but it's actually just going to bore you to death. But they talk about the viscosities of different oils and how they perform under different temperatures. So a lot of good information here. So with all the research I've done, I think you can be fairly confident in saying that the GL5s are not the best choice for your AX-15 transmission. So the bottom line, every 2 years or 30,000 miles, spend a little extra money, get yourself a real good quality gear lubricant. So be sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.